Hello, Colin. It's Flo with My Amazon Guy. I'd like to provide you with a free audit of your listings on Amazon. My team has identified three key areas where we feel we could increase the traffic to your listings, help you with the conversion of those people once they visit your listing. And the good news is that some of my tips today are absolutely free. It's only going to cost you just a little bit of time. Let's dive right in to your OptiMind memory supplement. First thing I want to commend you on is a good use of some infographics. You have some very clear imagery, which is high resolution. Some of your infographics are very informative. This one isn't too cluttered, and it illustrates some of the benefits of your supplement very, very easily too. A good job on your title. Here's an opportunity that we have, and that's with your keywords. Even though you're using all 5 of your bullet points, you have here up to 250 characters of searchable content that you're not utilizing. Now, what I would do is sort of revamp this and retool it so that some of the bullet points are talking more about the lifestyle that having a better brain supplement like this that you can benefit from. Obviously, it sounds like I could use some too. So that's definitely an area of opportunity too, is to build that out. And I have some examples of specific keywords where you want to include it there. Jumping down to your A+ content, again, aesthetically, you have a great design team that uses a good balance of text and imagery. These, of course, are all searchable content, but I want to show you the 2 opportunities you have in this area of your A+ content. The first is behind every image on the internet is what's called alt text. And some of your images have a good usage of alt text, some don't. And that's the first thing that we're going to want to correct without spending a lot of money. Here, when I turn on the alt text viewer, you can see here that your alt text clearly describes what the image is trying to convey. Here's an example where it doesn't. So this is a missed opportunity of 100 characters of searchable, crawlable content for Amazon and for Google to search. But here, all it says is alt text clinically studied, alt text effective dosage, alt text ethically sourced. You have more of a story to tell here in each of these photographs. What's wonderful about you addressing these is that within 48 hours, I would expect that you'll start indexing for some of the keywords that you include in your alt text. What you don't want to do in alt text is include a lot of commas. That breaks up the syntax of what Google is searching for. But by including here as an example of not a lot of commas and a very good description of it. It's said, as far as the alt text behind images, one good way to think about it is if you were to close your eyes and somebody were to read you the alt text, you would get a good representation of what the image is trying to convey. And I would argue in some of these, you don't get that. So let me turn off the alt text viewer, and I'll talk to you more about some of the A+ content that I would recommend that you build out. You have an opportunity here with your images to use all 7 slots and a video. Your product is definitely one that is conducive to using video. I'll show you an example of one of the products that we represent at My Amazon Guy, and that's funny stemless wine glasses. We have the distinction of saying that when anybody searches for funny stemless wine glasses on the internet, we actually come up number 1 in the search results. We do that not with a lot of pay-per-click advertising, but with strategic usage of keywords within the content here. Let me show you an example of that video. Here we try to put people in the mood for drinking wine, which in my case is all the time. But here you can see some of the wine and cheeses. It really conveys the story. You have a very compelling story to tell with your particular supplement, because people are more and more concerned with their mental health. They want to maintain their faculties, and you have an opportunity to show the family with that. You can show the elderly gentleman with gray hair like me hugging his family, or playing board games, things like that. So you have a lot of opportunity that you're missing on some of the alt A-plus content, if we scroll down here, here's where we feel, if you can imagine this, utilizing some of the supplements. You have a compelling story to say regarding all of the supplements and how you are benefiting and improving people's lives. We sell wine glasses, and we're doing an effective job here of just showing how fun it is to drink wine with your friends. You notice that our A-plus content continues on with some high-quality graphics. We have examples. We have some excellent infographics. But we're still going. The A-plus content is still going. The longer you can keep a potential customer on your listing with A-plus content, with compelling video, studies have shown the longer you keep them on, the more likely they are to convert. What you want to do is have a buffer between your product listings at the top and then put your A-plus content so that you slow them down from ultimately going to the bottom where you throw them to the wolves and they can see your competitors' products too. So that's the main idea. Let's take a look under the hood of your listing. This is a tool we call Cerebro, and it shows me how many sponsored keywords, how many ones you're paying for, and what you're ranking for organically on your page. Your organic rankings of your keywords that Google and Amazon is finding is extremely low, 879 and only 147 sponsored keywords. If you're paying for any Google AdWords at all, you need a better strategy. Typically what we like to see here is a good 2-to-1 ratio. For every sponsored keyword, at least 2 organic keywords. And even with this light campaign, I'll show you that you're not ranking for a single organic search term organically in a #1 position. I'll give you the example of the wine glasses. Again, it's a piece of glass that you drink wine out of. We are organically ranking for over 6,000 keywords. Again, light on the sponsored keywords with only about 300. But because of the way that we structured what I just showed you, our A-plus content, bullet points, and titles, we're ranking in the #1 position when people are searching for funny stemless wine glasses. Look here, funny drink glasses, #3. So that's what we would like to do for you at My Amazon Guy. This is our website here. We're a full-service agency. These are some of the areas that we specialize in, be it design, services. There's 4 key areas that nobody can compete with us in, and these are broken down into these areas here. The first section deals with traffic. By strategic campaigns for pay-per-click and SEO, we drive more traffic to your listings. And secondly, is once they're there, through conversion, which goes under the umbrella of design and cataloging, this is where we help convert those customers into more sales for you. Cataloging, by the way, is probably one of the most misunderstood, misrepresented things as far as Amazon selling, and this is something that we specialize in too. This sort of describes our process in a nutshell. Once you sign on with us, we never stop working on your SEO, your design, your pay-per-click, and your cataloging. Why? Because we're continually developing and improving your traffic, your conversion, and your sales. My Amazon Guy has the largest podcast in its area. Stephen Pope, our founder, has over 800 how-to videos showing customers and businesses just like yourself how to sell more on Amazon. People tune in weekly to see his podcast. If any of this has resonated with you, I would love to jump on a Zoom call or a phone call with you. Please respond to this email, give me a call or a text, and you can respond at flow@myamazonguy.com. I'll be reaching out to you and appreciate your time. Thanks a lot.